He's such a performer, isn't he? Drops the towel on the floor, take my shirt off, you know. 220 to open up here. Give him 400 if he does it as his running total. He's got some ground to make up here. Vyšniauskas, former European bronze medalist on a couple of occasions, 5th in the last Olympics, total 410. That was a decent effort. That's just about as good as it gets for him. That's it.
Bit of a contrast in physique and attitude, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
But this man, the more effective.
Well, he's already got 1 gold medal, but more importantly, he's got 5 kilos advantage over the field, and that's really what he's got to protect.
Good. 220.
Well, he's starting on the same weight that he finished on in the Junior Worlds. We're talking about sort of August. I mean, it's remarkable, because if you look at what he did in the snatch, he was 187 in the juniors, 195 here, 8 kilos up. Okay, possible to lift more weight here. So if he did 220.
Well, maybe he didn't actually push himself in the juniors. Maybe he just sort of, I mean, by the sounds of things, he was so far ahead. Maybe he just took it as a stepping stone for these.
Absolutely, but I mean, it suggests that 230 is where he might be. Then it's a question if anybody can go any further than that. Akhmetov.
So this will put him right on his posted total of 410. He's having a pretty good day, this guy. 5 out of 5.
Yeah. And that's, you know, I mean, it's a decent lift, that, you know, 10 kilos up on the first attempt. So as you say, 410, right on the money as far as his total is concerned, and that's absolutely perfect planning, isn't it? Because you know, you couldn't wish for more, because in a sense he's got his target and he's now got a lift for nothing, in a sense. Adzeyev, the other Belarusian, now onto the stage. 3rd and final attempt. But too far behind in the first phase to really have an impact here. So leaves him with a 216 and a 177, which is 393. Better than he did in Europe, but not good enough to be competitive today. Matesevich, if you remember, David, tried 194 and he didn't get it. He's now 221, so this is 1 kilo above the youngsters Aramnau's opening weight, so this is to reduce the deficit from 5 kilos to 4 kilos.
And it also puts him ahead of Akhmetov as well. on the total. Well, he cleaned that weight, and I don't know if you remember that, but he often has a problem with blacking out. Often affects him. And you could see he was just shaking his head a bit when the weight was on his shoulders. Didn't look comfortable.
Oh yeah. Does this open the door for Mr. Klokov of Russia? Could do.
Well, you know, he snatched 190 as well, so this 121 would also put him ahead of Akhmatov, so that's the significance of the extra kilo.
Is he 100% though?
It's pretty good to me.
411. This championship won last year with 415 by Dowenga from Dmitry Lapikov of Russia, who had 414, and then Klokov only had 406. So already better. 2 attempts to come by the Russian. Tesevich, pretty obvious, but I suppose worth saying, has to make this to give himself any sort of chance of a world title or indeed a world medal.
Dizzy again. No, he's got real problems now.
And also as that bar, as he lifts that bar up and it comes forward, and then, you know, he loses the position with his hips as well, and what started quite promisingly, I'm afraid, is ending very disappointingly because he hasn't got a total yet. And now they've got a decision, David. Barely 2 minutes and follow yourself, or do you risk putting the bar up a kilo or so?
I don't think it's the weight. I think it's this dizziness that he keeps getting. The weight's relatively comfortable.
Well, having, you know, when he's readjusting the bar onto his shoulder, so curious. Well,
he's definitely going up.
Yeah, he's definitely going up because he can't recover in the time. So Mohamed Yassim Al-Fiori to come out. He had 215 successfully, so he wants 221 now. Oh, is he? Because, well, now that's Kotidis, and that's the 30-second buzzer for the Iraqi, and the Iraqi, they've got caught out here. They all went to sleep.
Needs to get a move on.
Yeah,
because
you know what happened, don't you? They all thought that Tesevich was going to follow himself. They all went to sleep, and suddenly clock's ticking down. We're in the last 15 seconds. He's had a look at it to the right. Not panic, well, almost panic. He'll do well to do this. When the weights start to get this heavy, it doesn't pay.
need a good man in the background.
Yeah,
watching what's going on, so you get all the up-to-date stuff and working out what could happen, not just what is happening, what could happen as well.
As far as I'm concerned, not his fault, coach's fault. Should have been alert to it. Yeah, I think he's echoing what we're saying, really. What the hell were you doing? And the real worry, David, is you see he's disturbed, he's frustrated and he's angry about it, and sometimes you can channel the anger into a successful lift. Quite a lot of the time you just get distracted. The energy is flowing out your mouth instead of staying inside your body. I think he's still having a go.
Well, he needs to get out there and lift this weight.
So he now finds himself in the situation that Tesovic didn't want. So where's Tesovic going to go? Because Tesovic doesn't want 2-2-2, does he?
Well, no, it was Tesovic's third attempt, so maybe 2-2-2.
Yeah.
This guy's second, isn't it?
Yep. Quite right. Take it all the way back to the basics. Focus on that. Let's get a good clean. That's much better. Strong overhead. And is he a little dizzy?
He looked to be when the ball was on his shoulder. He didn't look comfortable. It's warm in there. Well, the technical controller there sort of moaning at the coach for going on and helping the lifter off, but which is completely stupid. The guy's dizzy. Yeah. You know, why didn't the technical controller go on and help him off, or the doctor in charge?
Nothing like a little common sense to prevail. Okay, European champion. Well, the world champion has gone. The Wenger of Poland, no successful snatch, and Martin Tesovic, the European champion, is on the edge. And is that coaching team nervous? This would bring him back into the fight. He wouldn't have any more attempts, but at least it would give him an outside chance of a medal.
No, I could just see the hips were too far behind, so no total for him.
And to be perfectly honest, David, the same fault, the same problem 3 times over. The 2 dejected Europeans, first the Pole, then the Slovakian. And his consolation, if you can call it that, is the fact that he's got a bronze medal from the snatch phase, but that's the only consolation. And I think they're amazed, astonished, and hugely disappointed. Which means that the likes of this young man, Cortidis, because he's got a total, will move up the ranking.
And he's still got 2 clean and jerk attempts to come as well. And he looked very, very confident and impressive on his first lift. Very good. Puts him on 400.
Yeah, closing up. Yeah, and again, David, weighing in at 100, just over 100 kilos. So, translate 3 extra kilos for me, or even 4 kilos.
Oh, body weight. Well, he could put on even more than that because, you know, he'd be training at probably 110. So, big difference, big difference.
But in performance terms, what could those extra 4 kilos earn him?
10 to 15 kilos on each lift.
So he could be a 420 man.
Definitely. That's why Yakovu's moved him up now.
Die Grand Slams 2007 sind entschieden. Jetzt entbrennt der Kampf.
Well, I suppose that's what he's got in his mind when you can think that the Athens Olympic, Dmitry Berestov of Russia won that with 4:25, and Sydney, that was Hossein Tabakoli of Iran, 4:25. World Championships have all been sort of 4:20, 4:22 and a half, 4:25. So, you know, if that's what he can gain, and then hone all the other parts, at 4:25 might be gettable. And you know, it's consistently, when you look at the way that the championships have been won since 1998, the biggest total was Dennis Gottfried in Athens the year before the Sydney Olympics, which was 4:30, but since then it's been 4:25 or less. So puts Kortidis' advances into perspective. Team Vishnauskas arrives at the stage. That's just right. He's got a 220, hasn't he, to go with a snatch of 180, so he's got 400.
So this man trying to take himself to 420.
Which, considering what I was just discussing, David, if he gets to 420 and he's still got a lift left, he's pretty well up there with these previous World Championship winning totals and better than last year, and difficult to depose at this point if he gets this.
Yeah, looks good on everything, doesn't he? Hasn't made a mistake. 5 out of 5 so far. 420. Yeah, I just can't see anybody catching him on the total now.
Well, also the other thing, David, is that Dewenga had posted 225 if he was going to come in and go for the clean and jerk. No sign of him.
I mean, maybe, you know, possibly clock off, because he's still within reaching difference with that 190 snatch that he managed, and he did look pretty impressive on his 121. So
221.
Sorry, 221. So I'm sure that he's going to have a go. And he's in the silver medal position now, so providing nobody goes ahead of him.
Well, this isn't bad for Akhmatov, is it? I mean, this would be 6 out of 6.
Just put him on 4:15, so he'll go ahead of Dmitry Klokov. But Klokov's still 2 lifts left in this competition. Very well prepared for this, isn't he? Very well prepared.
Yeah.
6, come on, oh no. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. Oh well. Yeah, good day's lifting though, 5 out of 6.
Yeah, just that would have been a good finish though. You could argue that they, not for the first time, were a bit long in giving him the put down signal, because I think he was there. Let's have a look at it.
No, he was still moving.
Maybe not, maybe not. Well, Dawengo is going for consolation. He's going for clean and jerk consolation, 226. Be a bit ironic, David, when we always regard his
strength in the
snatch that he ends up with a strong performance in the clean and jerk. That said, he has been improving in this division. That's what they've got to go for a bit of consolation here.
Well, looks good, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame he didn't get a snatch in.
And that's 4 kilos up on last year's 222 in the World Championships.
So strong, just technically wasn't there today on the snatch.
Well, bad assessment on the opening weight on the snatch, perhaps a bit of overconfidence, misreading the situation, whatever it was, it's cost him the title. And now Chikaev. He just sort of wanders onto the stage, really, doesn't he? $225?
226.
226. So this would give him what, 406?
Yeah, he's much stronger in the clean and jerk. Well, it'll put him. They put him into the lead on the clean and jerk.
Chikaev 473.
Dawengo was lighter.
Dawengo is 425. Yeah. It's academic anyway. Does have one more attempt. It's a pity this competition, which looks so promising, has now been ridden with failure, really. Tesovic and
often happens though when you've got so many athletes that are so close, though. Everybody's sort of, you know, worrying about what other people are doing rather than
focusing on
their own thing.
Yeah. So, Al-Aifuri of Iraq. Third and final attempt. 2 failures at 222, 226 to keep himself alive and give himself a total. Fails this, doesn't get a total. No. Never got it on the shoulders, and some people are going to really rue today's performances here. They're going to look back at this and really understand what a lost opportunity they've experienced here. Third man not to total. Meanwhile, setting new marks, happily moving around and on his way. Nicholas Kourtidis, this 21-year-old Greek. This would be for 5 out of 6.
Και μέσα το πρώτο σου. Στήσου καλά. Κυνήγα και την πάρα, κυνήγα. Σιγουριά θέλω. Ήρεμα κόλλια. Είσαι πάνω. Έτσι. Κράτα!
Very good lifting. Yeah. Very good. So the extra body weight, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more from this man in the coming year.
Well, what really impressed me was the way in which he cleaned the weight, not just the strength overhead in the final phase here. I thought this was a really good clean, and it gives him 13 kilos. I've got him on 3. What have we got him on now? He's got
403.
403. Now you compare that, that's 23 kilos up on his 5th place finish in the 94 kilo category earlier this year in the European Championship. So that just shows you the measure of improvement, and that really in literally just a few months. So should be quite something given another 8-9 months work. Now, Mr. Vyšniauskas, could we possibly make it a 50% ratio here and get 3 out of 6? No.
Better effort, but no. Doesn't have the leg power to stand up with that. But nevertheless, he has at least got a total of 400.
Yeah, but he's a very, very low percentage lifter.
Still a competition here, you know. There's still going to be a fight for the gold. Klokov is not going to allow Aramnau and Belarus to. He's not going to let him have it all his own way. He's waiting to see what he needs. So 2:28.
Yeah, it's actually Andrei Aramnau. My apologies for mispronouncing his name early on, but it's Aramnau, 19 years of age, junior world champion. Ain't put a foot wrong yet. And you can see the nerves on the whole coaching team out there watching them, because they know that, well, they seem to be fairly confident, David, that this might do the trick, given the 5 kilo advantage he has over the Russian from the first half.
Well, the Russian's heavier, so he now knows that he needs to make up 6 kilos on that. So he's looking at 2:34 if he wants to win the championships. 2:34.
So you got that as 4:23 for?
4:23, yeah.
4:23. Well, in the light of the fact that the Olympics and the World Championships have been consistently won between 4:22 to basically 4:25, that's a very decent performance when you also take into account that he's 19 and the junior world champion. I mean, as you said, you'd have to have him on your shortlist for the Olympics. And as for these guys, they look as if a night out in Minsk is on the way.
Well, they look as if they think it's all over.
Well, it may not be over in terms of the clean and jerk medals, because 2:31, and Chagayev has really raised the stakes now.
Yes, this will put him on 4:11, and obviously put him into the lead on the clean and jerk.
This is his last attempt, though.
Yeah, put him to bronze medal though. Bronze medal total, that's what he's going for, and would obviously put him into the gold on the clean and jerk. Yes.
Very strong.
Well, look at that. Bronze medal and into the gold medal position on the clean and jerk. So it really came from nowhere. 4:11. So that knocks Akhmatov off of the overall medal podium.
Yeah, because he was on 4:10. Now, Klokov at the moment has got 2 attempts.
Well, Klokov is in the silver medal position overall because he's... Or is he? Hang on a minute.
No, hang on a second.
He's not. He's not. That's actually put him into the silver medal position because he's lighter than Klokov. But, of course, Klokov still has 2 clean and jerks to go. So it's going to be interesting what he does, whether he actually goes for gold or takes an interim lift for silver.
Well, the bar's at 2:32 for Dawenga, looking for this clean and jerk consolation.
Well, we've never seen him go this high before, have we? He's always been around 125.
No, he's really putting the pressure on now. The world standard, actually, for this is 2:32, 2:42. And that just coincidentally is equal to the weight he was trying there, equal to Szymon Kolecki of Poland's junior world record.
So the question is he going to repeat?
This would be an appropriate moment for Klokov to come in.
Well, Klokov needs 2:34. So the question is he going to take 2:34? Or is he going to take an interim lift? I've got a feeling he's going to take 2:34 because he's already got the overall. No, he hasn't got the overall.
No,
We've already been through that, haven't we? Because the Bulgarian just sneaked in there, didn't he? So he's got quite a tough decision to make, actually.
Yeah, if he puts it up to 2:32 at the moment.
Well, he's obviously not taking 2:32.
No, because
the second attempt's come before third. So I would guess he's already decided that it's gold or nothing.
And he's got 2 goes. Right, third and final attempt.
Jump! Yes! On me.
Not his day.
Well, it just shows that on the right day, with his 199 and a 230 plus clean and jerk, he's still very much the top man.
Yeah, on his day, but this wasn't one of them. Some people get over days like this quicker than others. For one or two, it lingers in the mind.
Well, surely we must be looking at 234. We must be. Can't think that any other weight would
make any sense.
Make any sense, no. $234 it is. So this for the title. The only man left in the competition, knows exactly what he has to do. It's just a question of doing it.
He's got 2 cracks at it. Hoping, I guess, that he can do it first off, because it won't be easy to follow himself if he doesn't. So Dmitry Klokov, world champion in 2005, this to regain the title. but he's going to need that other life.
Just pushed it slightly forward there. So the question is, does he have the time to recover? So just one lift left in this men's final.
Just going over what he
105 kilo class.
So what did he have? He had a 190, and then what was his first attempt?
221. So he's actually in third place overall now, because the Chagayev, the Bulgarian, just sneaked in that 231.
Yeah, so he's sitting on 411, isn't he? And 411 at the moment, but the heavier body weight. So
well, he's come here to win. He wants to win this. I'm just guessing the girl on the left's his girlfriend. The one on the right's the mother-in-law.
if he makes it, he regains the title. If he fails, the junior world champion adds this senior title to his junior success for the season. No. Not in the mind, not in the body. You don't get too many opportunities to become world champion. He couldn't take his, and that means that Andrei Aramnau of Belarus, at the age of 19, has added the junior title, added the senior title to the junior title, and finishes with 423, which is a very decent total in the context of the kilos that have been lifted in recent years to win world titles and indeed Olympic Games. So put this man's name on your shortlist for Olympic honours for 2004. 2004? 2008. Plenty of congratulations. You saw Nicholas Cortidis there in the background. He's done well today. And this has been quite a topsy-turvy category, this one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of potential in this category. You know, it'd be really difficult to say who was going to win the Olympic Games. It would be one that I wouldn't want to bet on, actually.
Yeah, when you think about the situation that every national federation has with its National Olympic Committee, how it plays its cards and its places, you know, the number according to the number of points it gets, and you want to be fairly confident about putting a man into this category that they'd be able to deliver. I have a feeling that Cortidis of Greece and the defending champion, they'll be in Athens for this, and you know, on the evidence of what we've seen, deservedly so. I think Akhmatov of Kazakhstan deserves his place from what we've seen. Chagayev, Bulgaria, probably.
Well, definitely.
Yes, it's that first half, isn't it, the snatch phase, that's where you've really got to keep yourself in touch. 190 in a way isn't quite enough. 195 is what you need. don't think he quite knows how to. I don't think he expected this, to be honest, but here's the situation in the clean and jerk. There's Chagayev with the 2:31. Very decent effort there to take the gold medal. Aramnau of Belarus, the junior, the man who's taken the overall title. And look at that for Greece, Kotidis getting in with a bronze medal. So some reward for him. And that's an important medal there for Kotidis, and an important medal for Yakovu.